I would like to call to order the Winthrop School Committee meeting of Monday, September 22nd, 2025 at 6 p.m. This meeting is being held in the Harvey Hearing Room at the Town Hall, 1 Metcalf Square. It is also being televised live. May I have the roll call, please?
Yes, Ms. Leonard, Mr. Lettieri,
Here.
Mr. Matucci,
Here.
Ms. Petrie, Mr. Puritan,
Here.
Ms. Barry,
Here.
Ms. Powell.
Here.
Ms. Leonard.
Ms.
Here.
Leonard. Sorry. Wonderful. Can you rise, please, for the pledge of allegiance? Mr. Lettieri, can you lead us?
I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. We have no delegates or visitors tonight. May I have a motion to approve the minutes of September 8th, 2025?
Motion.
Second. Any discussion? May I have a roll call, please?
Ms. Leonard,
Yes.
Mr. Lettieri,
Yes.
Mr. Matucci,
Yes.
Ms. Petrie,
Yes.
Mr. Puritan,
Yes.
Ms. Barry,
Yes.
Ms. Powell.
Yes. May I have a motion to approve warrant SPW 26-5 in the amount of $579,340.43? Motion. Second. Any discussion? Hearing none, may I have a roll call, please?
Ms. Leonard,
Yes.
Mr. Lettieri,
Yes.
Mr. Matucci,
Yes.
Ms. Petrie,
Yes.
Mr. Puritan,
Yes.
Ms. Barry,
Yes.
Ms. Powell.
Yes. May I have a motion for payroll warrant SPW 26-5 in the amount of $875,760.58?
Motion.
Second. Any discussion? Hearing none, may I have a roll call, please?
Yes, Ms. Leonard,
Yes.
Mr. Lettieri,
Yes.
Mr. Matucci,
Abstain.
Ms. Petrie,
Yes.
Mr. Puritan,
Yes.
Ms. Barry,
Yes.
Ms. Powell.
Yes. We have several buildings and grounds requests, and I'm going to take them separately because they are different organizations and there's discussion. May I have a motion to approve the Winthrop Parks and Recreation basketball clinics for use of the ATC gym?
Motion.
Second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed or abstentions? Motion passes. May I have a motion to approve the Winthrop Parks and Winthrop youth football games use of the Miller Field?
Motion.
Second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any abstentions or objections? Hearing none, motion passes. A motion for the Club Desportivo Elance Inc. soccer games using the Miller Field.
Motion.
Second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any abstentions or objections? Hearing none, motion passes. Motion to approve the Commonwealth Clinical Services Community Health Forum in the ATC cafeteria.
Motion. Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, may I have a roll call? I'm sorry, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any objections or opposition and abstentions? Hearing none, motion passes. We have notice of committee report. Do we have homeschool?
We do not, no homeschool applications this week.
Okay. And personnel.
Personnel, so no appointments. We have a new hire, Nellie Dorado is a junior custodian. She starts this week, so we're excited for that. No resignations, retirements, or postings.
Okay. Under new business, we have a contract for the SEIU Local 888 custodian contract. May I have a motion to approve? Motion. Second. Discussion.
So this was a contract done with the SEIU Local 888, which is our custodial contract. Some of the key points of the contracts were setting a rate for overtime, so we hadn't done that in the past, so just to make it clear, it's good practice to have that in writing, so we will do that. We renumbered section 13 of Article 13 to eliminate eliminate one section and renumber the others, so that was a clerical issue. Under wages, we did Article 21, Section 1, temporary substitute shall receive an hourly rate equal to the first step on the salary scale, and that's for clarity purposes, so that we know, so it's not a question every time we have a sub as to what rate they'll make. Longevity, as you can see in the contract, let's see what we did. We added a few steps in longevity for our staff and increased a couple of the sections by $100 for FY 26, 27, and 28 for both the junior and the senior custodians. We are routine building inspections now. They were a minimum of 2 hours worth of time, and we've increased that to 3. And then in the wages, it was a 3% wage increase on all steps for senior and junior custodians in year 3 of the contract, a one-time market increase for eligible senior custodians for the 25-26 school year, and then a market increase for senior custodians that have been here between 10 to 13 years and those that have been with us 14 years plus. And this has been in the contract, it wasn't memorialized, for some reason it was left out of the last 3-year contract. However, it was in the notes of both the SEIU representation as well as the school committee's attorney. So we've added the language for the senior custodian stipend as the heavy equipment operator. That's an annual $450 stipend, not to exceed 3 employees. We typically have 1 to 2. And again, that's just cleaning up the language from the last contract. The custodians met last Thursday with their unit, and they have all signed and agreed to this MOU, which will then, if the school committee votes to approve, they will then have that full contract rewritten, so they have an up-to-date 2026 to 2028 3-year contract. So the 25-26, no, sorry, yes, 25-26 school year, 26-27, and 27-28.
Okay. Can I ask for just a clarification on the wage increases?
Yes,
You said 3% in the final year of the contract?
is that what I said? I meant it's a 3% across the board, 3% each year.
Thank you. Questions, discussion?
Nicely done.
Thank you, it was a pleasure to work with the union, it was a pleasure to work with the subcommittee of the school committee as well as the school committee. I appreciate the discussions we had in your questioning on each one of these items, and to make sure that everyone on the committee understood where we were at and where we were going and how that impacts this current school year's budget and the planning that we had put in place for the full school year budget for all the units, and this happens to be the custodian. This will be one of 7 unions that are being worked with this year.
I appreciate the focus on longevities of the custodians. I recognize that we have some staffers who've been here for a great deal of time, and it is that consistency and stability is important to the school, so I appreciate your efforts to
It's invaluable
retain them.
because there's only 3 senior custodians in a district with 2,000 students and 4 physical buildings. One of the physical buildings, middle school, high school, is 8 years old now, so we still call it the new middle high school, but it is 8 years old. And the other 2 buildings are both over 23, 24 years old. The senior custodians have been here for quite some time. They take pride in those buildings. There are things in their head that we need to keep digging out for when they do retire at some point. But I do think it shows gratitude for the work that they do and the commitment they have to those buildings in terms of their overall compensation package.
Yes, thank you for your work on this. Yes,
I still call all the buildings new, actually,
Yeah.
before in the ATC, but it is, as the superintendent just said, I think it's really important to note that after, the citizens of this town really stepped up and gave the schools a little, gave the schools an override basically to support us, and we laid out what we needed to do with that money, and this
Yep.
stays within that guideline, and that's
It does.
important. And I know you just said that, but it's just really important for the citizens to understand that we're listening, and, we have to do what's right for the school system, and this contract keeps that in line, so thank you for doing that.
It does, and just to point that I think most of the community members who worked on the override and those who voted favorably for the override and those who didn't vote favorably for the override, we committed to the community that the override would support a level service budget. And a level service budget is everything we had last year would come forward into this year without cuts. And knowing that we were going into negotiations, we had to plan for that to come to reality after the negotiations of the 7 units. So that is paramount in the minds, I know, of the school committee, and we do continuously inform members of our staff that that's the direction the school committee intends to take, is to stick within our means and value, the support we got from the community.
Excellent. Any further comment or questions? Seeing none, may I have a roll call?
Ms. Leonard?
Yes.
Mr. Lettieri?
Yes.
Mr. Matucci?
Yes.
Ms. Petrie?
Yes.
Mr. Purenton?
Yes.
Ms. Barry?
Yes.
Ms. Powell?
Yes.
Thank you.
Motion passes. Public relations.
Yes, the track team's off to a great start. They had their first meet against Hamilton Wenham at Deer Island on September 11th. The girls finished in a tie and the boys took the win. The top finishers were in the girls' race were Lindsay Albers in first, Anna Chen in second, Adeline Correa in third, Mia Rossi in fourth, and Katie Hardy in fifth. The top finishers in the boys' race were Thomas Vanager in first, Spencer Arnett in second, Micah Shaw in third, Ryan Gary in fourth, and Matthew Shustov in fifth. So it was a great job. Love to see the track, and love to see that we have a middle school track team. So that's fun for us. Winthrop High School PTC is running their October fundraiser, and that's the calendar fundraiser. There's a prize every day in the month of October. The raffles at $10 each, and payment can be made to the Winthrop High School PTC, or you can Venmo at Winthrop_PTC. All proceeds support activities at Winthrop High School for the students, and that is on their website as well. The Winthrop High School Drama Society is having a bake sale on Saturday, September 27th from 10 to 1 in Winthrop Center, and all proceeds are going to support the fall production of Hadestown, which is the teen edition, November 13th, 14th, and 15th, so more to come on that in terms of tickets for that event. The walk, bike, and roll to school is Wednesday, October 8th. We are part of Safe Routes to School, so we are supported by them in encouraging us to do these things. Another note about Safe Routes to School, Mike Kirby, who's a retired teacher, who comes in and supports our students at Winthrop Middle School currently, sort of part-time. Safe Routes to School is offering a grant program to add more bike racks. And we need more bike racks at middle school, high school, and the coming school. It's timely because Andrea Valeri had just asked for more because the students are just dropping the bikes on the ground because there's not enough. So, that being said, that grant application comes out October 31st, and Mike is gonna work with me to write that grant. And I think we can get 4 bike racks in total. So we were pumped about that. And then the last thing on this is that Going Four Banks PTO and the ATC PTO are teaming up together for Trunk or Treat, which is going to be held on October 24th from 4:30 to 6 o'clock on School Street. Again, that's a Winthrop Public Schools event. We'll have more coming on that so people know what they can do in terms of that. And just one other thing, Gabby and JoJo Shea, every year they do a supply drive where they get people to come and drop off school supplies to them. They park themselves in various spots around town and collect those school supplies. Those are being delivered this week. Some were done today, so we just want to give them a shout out, thank them for their continued support on providing our students with the critical things that they need for school so that nobody goes without.
Excellent, thank you very much. And other public relations? Yes.
I will just say, just piggybacking on the superintendent with the trunk or treat, that's the 24th, so it's a week before Halloween, actually. I think Halloween's on the 31st, but it's on a Friday night. And it's amazing, last year they raised over $6,500, and that goes to help families in need throughout Winthrop. So the Gorman and the ATC PTOs do an amazing job with this event, and this is the 4th year, which seems like it just started, but it's a great event, and I encourage people to stay tuned for more details.
Excellent, thank you very much. And with that, I would like a vote to go into executive session, anticipating discussions about collective bargaining and litigation, well, no litigation, but collective bargaining. And I anticipate that we will adjourn immediately after.
Motion to enter executive session.
Second.
May I have a roll call, please?
Yes, Ms. Leonard?
Yes.
Mr. Lettieri?
Yes.
Mr. Matucci?
Yes.
Ms. Petrie?
Yes.
Mr. Purinton?
Yes.
Ms. Barry?
Yes.
Ms. Powell?
Yes. We are in executive session.